Hey guys, it's Michelle Leith with UnlockYourPossibility.com, where women are detoxing their relationship with food and reclaiming their permission to live and eat fearlessly. I made a little video for you today because I wanted to come back to you with part 2 of the discussion that we started last week around how do I overcome or break free from emotional eating, right? It's a question I get all the time from the women in my community. I just got one the other day. How do I take the emotionalism out of my eating? And in last week's e-zine, I shared an article with you where I described kind of part 1 of how we actually don't break free of emotional eating. It has to do with completely changing our perspective and learning how to emotionally eat the right way. So last week we talked a little bit about some fundamental truths that you need to kind of reconnect with as the first part of that process so that you, number one, stop labeling yourself as an emotional eater in a negative way, because when we do that, then we simply choose behaviors that reinforce that label. So if you haven't seen that blog, you can find that over at my website, UnlockYourPossibility.com, on the blog. You can read that. And then let's come to part 2. So what's the next step? The next step is you learn how to emotionally eat the right way. The thing is, we are emotional beings, right? There's almost nothing that we do that doesn't have some level of emotion attached to it. So we want to embrace that about ourselves. And eating actually has the capacity to be a really positive emotional experience. The other thing is, what most people don't realize is when you bring positive emotions to the experience of eating, you actually naturally ignite your metabolism, right? Feelings like pleasure and nourishment and joy, and actually even the physical sensations that we get from being really present with our food and getting pleasure from our food create a relaxation response in the body, which turns on digestion, turns on metabolism, so that you're going to burn more of whatever it is you're choosing to eat. So some of my favorite strategies for emotional eating the right way are, number one, really think about the energy of the food that you're eating, right? Look for the highest quality version of whatever it is that you choose to eat. If it's pizza, great. Get the highest quality pizza that you can find. And as you're eating the food, think about how it was prepared and how it was grown, and feel the love and the positive energy that's in that food and that higher quality food. And then you can actually kind of connect with that while you're eating it. So it's like, wow, I am actually ingesting love and care and nourishment and nature, or whatever it may be, right? So that's one way to bring positive emotions to eating. Another way is to make it a pleasurable experience in other ways, right? Do you set the table? Do you turn on some music? Do you eat outside if that's what you like to do? Do you use the pretty linens, right? One of my colleagues was just doing a broadcast on picnicking, right? Making the actual experience of eating something that gives you pleasure and that gives you a sense of positive emotions. So that's another thing that you can do. And so those are just a couple of the ways. And I'd love to, hear from you. Like, what are some of the ways that you find a positive experience of eating, whether it's maybe you're eating with people that you love to spend time with. So while this may not, guarantee that you're never going to do the emotional overeating thing when you're stressed out, the more that you start to cultivate that positive experience of eating and consciously choose the positive feelings and celebrate that you're an emotional eater, and know that the best emotions are the ones that actually help you on your weight loss journey, if that's your journey, or that just support your body in getting the most nutrition from whatever it is you're choosing to eat. So number one, step one, like we talked about last week, drop the labeling, drop the negative identity around that. Recognize that it's okay to be emotional, and then find the ways to cultivate those positive emotions when you're eating whatever you choose to eat. So I hope that helps you. We can have more discussion about this. I'd love to hear from you below this post or on the blog, and let me know, what are some ways that you can bring more positive emotion to your eating rituals and experiences. So until next time, I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous weekend and live and eat fearlessly. Take care. Bye-bye.